wonder.
Hello everyone, I'm Extra Cheesy 87 and this is the Let's Play Trails of Cold Steel 2 Part 91. In the previous video we made it up to Yamir, where after talking to Reed's parents, they were like, hey, not now, but like later we'll tell you what your like whole thing is. But then we also learned that the shrine has been opened and we're gonna fight this dang old Magic Knight. What's up? Hello. Oh, he's glowing, dude.
Bring it on.
Okay. You going early. You got mad weapons too. I ain't trying to hear that.
Are you okay?
Thanks.
One of those times you wish you had overdrive.
Let me help.
I suppose I should thank you. My turn.
Okay, there is a crit coming up soon after this. I mean, I assume you're... Okay, you're not actually immune to elements. You're weak to fire. The fireballs. You can just go for the Cross Crusade for now.
Arcus, activate. Here I go.
You kind of... Ah, God, it sucks so much. Well, maybe we can get away with it. You could Awakener's Call. I don't like using it, man. I don't like using it in situations aside from when it's like we're already going to win and it's just to speed stuff up. The Spirit Unification. Step 1.
Here I go.
You get the extra CP. You use the CP. I don't really know what. Like, I really want him to smack the shit out of Reed. He did not smack the shit out of Reed.
Here!
I suppose I should thank you.
Of course!
Emma's helping. She promises that she's helping. You kind of have to do this just so that the spells don't go off. I don't even know, what are they casting on? I mean, I would like to res Elliot, but...
Allow me!
Now!
Okay, all according to plan still. That's perfectly fine. I mean, if you would, like, chill the fuck out.
Very well.
If you would do that for me. Okay, we do have overdrive. So let's think, how do we want to use this overdrive? Honestly, can we use this overdrive? I don't know. Like, you gotta get Elliot back. I think Emma reses Elliot. You queue up the Holy Breath, which doesn't really do anything here. Because Elliot will res with almost full HP. And you don't know any stat stuff. Because you have Noble Command. This all cancels. How does that work? Explain to me, how does all cancel work in this situation? He has fucking 500,000 HP, what? I noticed he didn't seem like he was taking much. So are you like a super boss? Is that your thing?
Here I go! Blessing of the moon! Thanks!
I won't give up.
I'm trying to think if there's like any... Because I mean, I would love to ult, right? With the extra buff. Because I mean, since we're... I mean, I would love to. But it does mean that Reen dies. But you know what? Do I care?
My blade will cleave ignorance and light the way.
Like, do I actually care if Reen dies? He has fucking reflect up, you dumbass! I haven't had to deal with that as a mechanic, so I kind of just completely forgot.
Here!
I suppose I should thank you.
What?
This isn't.
I'm sorry, everyone.
I'm not done yet. Sorry.
Will do.
You got mad weapons? I ain't trying to hear that.
Thanks.
I suppose I should
Thank
thank
you very much. I'll handle it.
The impede should still go through. I mean, it kind of has to. Well, you could overdrive with her. Get a reflect up that way. I don't know. How does reflect on reflect action work? I don't think it double reflects. I think it pierces after one reflect.
Here goes. Overdrive!
Can I make you a different character? I can. How does that work?
Here I go.
You don't have the CP. This is still fine.
Okay. Here! Thanks.
Okay, that pierces.
Attention.
So this shit's not possible, straight up. There's no counterplay around 40,000 damage that pierces Art Reflect?
We'll have to fight our way through.
Here I go.
Like it's literally designed to be impossible? Is that the joke? I mean, I guess you have proxy... We'd have to get proxy puppets on everyone.
Of course.
Kind of a dumbass fight, if you ask me. I mean, there's literally no point in doing this right now.
Perhaps we should. Oh no.
I'm sorry, everyone.
Like, there's
this.
no
You
reason
should
to take
retreat.
this on
My
without
way,
max CP and overdrive.
Sorry, everyone.
Like, it's just asinine.
Sorry, everyone.
I mean, there is stealth as well, so Fee could dodge it. Good thing I didn't try that shit in the last video. Okay, I mean... We would have to go full proxy puppets, which sucks. Because basically it just means the fight's gonna take even longer, because our stats are gonna be shit. But you have to, because 40,000 AoE damage that hits the entire screen with literally no play around, other than Fee can survive it with stealth, and that's it. So, I mean, I guess you could impede it. Hopefully? Granted, I mean, the Trail series has been kind of weird about impedes, right? There's some attacks that are arts that you can't impede. I would assume you have to be able to impede that, though. So maybe we could get away with just having one proxy puppet on everyone. Unfortunately, Angel, we're never going to level up Angel all the way. Trying to think of any... I mean, I'm not gonna grind for it. I refuse, but we will beat that eventually. But not right now. This video was, I kind of intended this to even be a shorter video anyway. I don't want to spend the entire thing just beating my head against that fight when we're not in the best possible situation. So I'm trying to think, like, so with like full-on like double overdrives, we can pump out probably close to like 200k, like under optimal, probably more like 150 under like optimal situations. Just, you know, the reduced power of S-crafts and everything in the difficulty mod. Because, I mean, you really, like, I think to get any sort of momentum going, you have to, like, do a ton of his HP with your resources, like with overdrive and stuff. So you might want to come up with, like, I mean, granted, also for overdrive, you need a good turn order, right? To get things popping good. So that because you have to have certain characters start the overdrive and stuff. I mean, we definitely go with this squad. This is, I think, probably our 6 best characters. You could maybe replace Laura with Machias. Not Laura, Sarah. I don't know why I keep calling them the other thing. Because I think Machias just has more utility. Fee I would like to keep in just for stealth, basically, and that's it. Like, if we run into a situation where we can't impede in time. Granted... So we have 2 impedes with this, with Reen and Eustace. Reen should pretty much always have the CP to impede. So that shouldn't be that big of an issue. I think it's just we need a good turn order. So that we can get buffs up as soon as possible. So that because I mean he has like a dumb amount of speed. I mean he was acting like 3 and 4 times in a row. Partially because we weren't buffed up on speed, but... Okay. That doesn't... I mean, I'm interested in that fight. So far, this difficulty mod has not really had a fight that I found, like, super hard. So actually having something that might have to require some theory crafting and stuff is, kind of exciting. Because honestly, I mean, the hardest stuff has been the training, which... Those are more just, like, because it's RNG hell, not because they're actually that difficult. It's basically just you need a very good, precise turn order, because about 50% of the time you'll lose before you ever get to take a chance, or ever get to take an action.
Where do you want to go?
In the meantime, what do we want to do? We could go to Trista. Where's our next monster? Nord and Sakshan Mountain Path? That's in Ruhr, right?
Where do you want to go?
Take me to Legram.
Full speed ahead!
We probably won't fight a monster this video. We'll maybe save that for the next... Oh god, the music in Legram is so good. So you've really been to the big fancy parties in the capital before? Yeah, just because my dad keeps dragging me along to them, though. They're the worst. They're always so stuffy and there's never anyone my age there. If you gave me the choice between going to parties every day and spending the rest of my life in a hick town like this, I mean, you could have not called it a hick town. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say that. It just kind of slipped out through force of habit. Don't worry, I know that you're trying to be mean or anything. Besides, it's nice to know that you prefer to be here than at some fancy gala. Thanks, I really would. When I first got here, I said some pretty mean things to Chloe without even realizing I was doing it. She forgave me though, so that's a relief. She's really nice. Are you sure you're okay sitting out here with me like this? Don't you have work to do at the shop? Well, I would, but Dad told me to take the day off. He didn't even give me any warning. Ugh, I hate when he does this. That's adults for you. My parents are busy arguing again, so I decided to slip out. I imagine you do that a lot. Well, looky there, isn't that just nice and sweet? Oh, Saint Leanne, please bless Lady Laura and her friends with your protection. Her bravery, her honesty, and her very existence are the treasures of Legram. So please grant her success. And bring her back to us safely. Is anyone going to tell her that Laura's not taking part in the operation? Does anyone else want to break it to her? Laura is our priceless treasure, so please keep her safe. You know. Can I go to the castle?
Oh, I could probably fish here.
I don't know why I wasted a ground bait here.
Caught one.
We didn't have the Lake Lord Star when we fished here originally, so maybe there's something. Maybe not.
Whoa, this is a big one.
How about give me some globby fats? You are not a globby fat.
Caught one.
Wait, what did we get there? A shadow earring? Oh, it was a silver earring, probably. I was gonna say, I did not recognize the name of that accessory, but probably just said silver. Mario's worried about all the reports that the fighting's gotten worse over in the west. I wish there was something I could do to comfort her, but any gesture I can make would seem almost patronizing. It's times like these where I wish I had the strength and character Lady Laura does. Maybe then I could actually do something. I wonder what she's going to do. I'm a little worried about her. And she's just one of the countless people affected by all this too. I just want it to all be over. People are saying there's going to be a big battle over in Heimdall today. The fighting in the west looks to be worse than ever too. I should probably start considering the possibility that we might not ever be able to go back home. Maybe taking up Weber on his kind offer and starting a new life here was our best choice after all. There was a Calvardian invasion are making the rounds again. No matter what the future brings, though, all we can do is try and help one another in whatever way we can. On that note, I told Maria that I'd be happy to offer her pay for working here at the inn. Hopefully, employing her will help her start a new life here, assuming that's really what she wants to do. She's a real hard worker, so I'd be more than happy if she kept working here. Even if she kept going back to save her up her whole money. Even if she ends up going back to her old home eventually, saving up some money while she's here could be helpful. I'm not trying to slide in the DMs or nothing. Shut up, Green. Quit making fun of me. Okay, you know how lonely it gets out here? Fucking nobody visits. Fish are oddly restless today. Could it be due to the impending Battle of Heimdall? Could they know? Brother fish. All they know is, glub glub, eat a hot chip. You really think he's wishing us good luck? Well, I guess we appreciate the sentiment. I think it's about time I go back to work, though. I'll let the goats on their own for too long as is now. There's supposed to be a battle in Heimdall today. Please, just wait one more day so we can see how that goes. I know you're worried about the goats, but they'll be fine. It's you I'm worried about. I know, but those goats are my one true love. If something were to happen to them, I might just end it all. He's always like this, putting his work before anything else. I try and talk some sense into him, but it's like a losing battle. And I guess I'll probably be alright if it's just for a few days, and I'm still gonna constantly worry for his safety. I'm doomed to spend the rest of this war in a constant state of worry, aren't I? Well, yeah, I mean, that's kind of what happens in wars, usually. Here, run up to Heimdall to end the war. Is that true? Just thoughts got me all fired up. When we're 10 years younger, I'd go with you and show everyone the true power of the RS-8 school. Sadly, as decrepit as I am now, I'd only get in your way. It's so frustrating to acknowledge. I can look forward to hearing all about your heroic exploits at the very least. Have you reached the age where you get old man anime strength yet, or are you not quite old enough? Because there's like a curve, right? Where like you peak in like your 30s or so, and then you get like progressively weaker until you get old enough, and then you get like a huge boost. Also, 1 second. Alright, I'm back. Probably gonna have to end this video a bit on the early side, like maybe even sub 40 minutes, but we'll keep pushing on for now. This battle in Heimdall could end the war for the better or worse. Just the thought makes me nervous. Everyone knows the Alliance is in the wrong, so I'm just hoping they don't emerge victorious. No matter what happens, do be careful in your travels. I can't stress that far enough. Actually, we're a neutral, independent party who does not favor any of the sides. In my mind, the Noble Alliance are just as valid as the Imperial side. And really, the Imperial army wouldn't be so bad if it wasn't for, you know, the ghost of Osborne. And really, I mean, granted, you know, I mean, it's kind of interesting, right? When like the Imperial Army are kind of like presented as the good guys in this game, but you kind of have to assume going forward they're gonna then take on a more antagonistic role going into the later games. If only because, as far as I'm concerned, I'm still on the Crossbell side of all the conflicts. Like, fuck Erebony, the country kind of sucks, but we're hearing that we're going to be seeing a lot of refugees arriving in Legram today. Which is why we'll be doing everything in our power to help them, won't we, Father? Huh? Yeah, sure. Man, I'm trying to play fucking Candy Crush over here on my Orbital phone. This lady's over here. This is a new game from Crossbell, man. I'm playing this dude called, oh, man, if only I could remember the... No, not Marco. Oh, what's his name, dude? The guy who's always, you know, like, the researcher. That's always trying to be nice to Tio, and then Tio's just a fucking... She's always mad. Don't burn yourself out with all that work, okay? What is it? Is it George? It's not George. George is in this game. Sounds like today's gonna be a busy one, huh? So we're just gonna do what I can to help out, or whatever, obviously. Oh, it's gonna bug me. Yeah, I should probably schedule a mass or something too. Don't want Theramis to get on my case for being lazy again. Man.
Mike.
I don't remember. Where's my dang videos? I remember there was an Azure video, the one where we fought the dude in Palm Party. I used his name in the title. This is deep lore time. What was his name? It was like an early video. Roberts! That's it. It was frickin' Roberts, man. I know it was kind of like a generic name like George or something, but... Roberts, that's his name. Now, if I had remember that at the time, the joke about the priest playing that with him would be funnier. This is just a little something I made to say thank you for saving my dad. Oh, and thanks again for saving his life the way you did. I just couldn't bear the thought of you not knowing how much we both appreciate your actions. Well, your kindness is appreciated, though I would prefer it if you and your father didn't blow what I did out of proportion. I'm a student of the sword, keeping others safe is simply what I believe to be right. Anyone else would have done the same. But frankly speaking, my journey to becoming a master swordsman is only just beginning. And so if you truly wish to thank me, I'd be very grateful if you could watch over me and support me in my training. Watch over and support you? I mean, if that's what you want, I'd be more than happy to. I mean, I could do that. You have my thanks, although I'm afraid I don't know what's got you all flustered. Friendship ended with Lady Laura, now Fritz is my best friend. Cindy's been friendly to me ever since the event with her father, but that's left me feeling a little uncomfortable. Still so much to learn, so I prefer it if the people weren't making my skills out to be greater than they really are. One day they'll become a true warrior who can really be proud of his own capabilities. Until that time, I'd like to ask that everyone watch over me and try and guide me down that path. Like, see, we're to Fritz what all the other cool NPCs are to us. You know, Fritz is like, I'm gonna try my best to be important, and then like there's a bunch of teenagers that upstage him all the time, just like how we get upstaged by random NPCs with plot armor. You saw that? Please don't misunderstand my behavior. I have no intention of betraying my feelings for Lady Laura. It's just a side thing, okay? It recently dawned on me that a person's strength is really determined by how many people they're able to protect. At least that's the way I see it. If you think of it that way, Master Arcee's strength is unmatched. He protects tons of people. But I'm sure that if we put our minds and swords to it, we can protect even more. Almost time for the big showdown. Meanwhile, we received no word from Master Arcee on what he's up to. You understand why, of course. He must be busy fighting out there. We've got our own battles to fight here, and we fight them we shall. Yeah, I gotta fight a big fucking OP robot, man. It's bullshit. That I'm excited for, in all honesty, because the crypto fights are pretty underwhelming. Good morning, everyone. Allow me to extend my congratulations for recovering Thor's military academy. War situation may be at its most chaotic thus far, but it does finally seem to be moving towards a conclusion. The end may finally be in sight. Please don't give up. We won't. Maybe. We came to get some work from Mr. Claus, but he said he doesn't have any for today. Oh well. Hey, with all of us here together like this, we can't just do nothing. Let's go play then. Yeah, I want to be the Eisenritter. Looks like there's nothing for us to help out with today. That means we can play. Trains are coming again, so it sounds like there's nothing to worry about now. Maybe we should play pretend with our swords. That sounds fun. Almost forgot. I gotta say sir at the end of everything. Sir? Who hides from me? There you are. You're supposed to be cooking. Where's that Prana gotten herself to? Well, I gotta go out and leave the mansion like this. I was already telling my predictions for how the battle with Heimdall and how it will take 3 months. Such a shame. Never mind that. Good luck, every one of you will be cheering you on. As long as you don't give up, I'm sure you'll emerge victorious. Where is she? I didn't see her outside. Feeling like the balcony? No? Because you're not Prana, you're someone else, right? Yeah, you're Cindy, that's what I thought. Oh, no, are you the one praying? Yeah, you are, okay. I guess at first I thought you were the sister, but no, you're the maid lady. Because the sister was actually in the church. What a surprise. There's a major battle in Heimdall? The man at the reception said so. He said the two armies are going to be clashing with each other at noon. What should we do? Indeed. It sounds like we'll be able to go back to Heimdall. Sounds like when we'll be able to go back to Heimdall should be the least of our worries. How long has the situation been like this anyway? Things as they are, it might be better off to be as far away from Heimdall as possible. Perhaps ending up here in Legram is for the best. Things as they are, we might be better off ending up here in Legram is for the best. Battle for Heimdall doesn't seem to be the only major event beginning. I hear something's happening in the west too. There's reports that the President Croix has been arrested over in Crossbell. My intuition is telling me that the next few days are going to be a major turning point for the continent as a whole. Something big's going to happen. When it does, there'll be no going back to the way things were. That worries me a little. Your intuition usually pans out to be dead on. I'm worried too, Sarah. Still, if that's the case, the guild can't very well sit idle. I'll try and get in contact with Toval and see what we can do. Stay safe, Class 7, and good luck. Thank you. Thank you. Judging by the information I'm getting in, I think the next few days will be a major turning point. No one knows where Duke Kyan is, too, which makes me even more concerned. Reports say he left command of the army to his chief of staff and then disappeared behind the scenes. And that may be a sign of some new and unexpected development brewing. I'll have to keep my ears to the ground. He's just doing his best Colonel Richard impression by going to the ruins deep beneath the capital of insert continent or insert country here. Battle in Heimdall begins at noon, does it? I'm feeling very apprehensive about all this. It could determine the direction the war goes from here on out, after all. I don't know if you could do something more than pray the spirits for their aid. This country's no stranger to war. It saw more than its fair share in the Middle Ages. Legends tell us that whenever war broke out, the spirits would grow restless and cover this town in fog. Sure enough, that's exactly what happened with this war. That's all I need to know. There are many spirits in Legram. There's nothing strange about that. This country has been around for a long, long time. It's bound to have attracted some. No surprise that there are many spirits here. They share this land with us. We need to treat them with respect. Nah, bust them. Call in the Millster, the Ghostbuster extraordinaire. I guess we're done. Somebody else hanging out, right? Outside? Let me take a train to Heimdall. Fine.
Where do you want to go?
Like I said, I got about 10 minutes. And I'm not really gonna have I mean, I could try and come back and like record more of the video later, but I think we'll probably just end it a little early. Best way to spend 10 minutes. Trista, there's Ruhr, there's Nord. We're actually going through the talkings pretty quickly. Oh, there's still Berea Hard. and Arxfort, and Trista, and Ruhr, and the Iron Man, and all of Nord, and the freaking entire country in Nord, basically. You could do Boreo hard because you can kind of break it up into
Leave
districts.
to me.
Like we could maybe do everything here, talking-wise, and maybe a bit more of another district if we have extra time. Word is that Marcus Ragnars has drawn his forces from the Noble Alliance. On the other hand, we've heard a somewhat different version of that rumor in the Imperial Chronicle. I haven't the foggiest idea what's going on anymore. I think I should read the Imperial Chronicle. Not right now. I want to get more talking progress done, though. I'm afraid they don't have much choice in the matter. Araboni is best left in the hands of we nobles. Our glorious empire would only crumble in the jurisdiction of the Chancellor's lapdogs. What do you mean, our glorious empire? What did you do to build the empire? Asking for a friend. Like, what exactly actions did you personally have? Not like the people who say we on a sports team. Like, oh man, we did so good last night. We did nothing, man. I didn't know you were out there, dude. Fucking shunking the ball. Kicking it. Whatever, you know, whatever metaphor works best for your sport of choice. Let's hear about this rationing for a moment. Is it even possible for the Noble Alliance to lose? I think not. Not only do we have our soldier units with the Panzergirl too, not to mention Lord Rufus's cunning. The Imperial Army has simply gotten owned by flukes until now. I'm certain they shall be eradicated this time. The dog knows his owners are idiots, right? Daddy sold Arxfort. Why won't he come home? Mommy's all sad, so I'm not even in the mood to play today. Well, that's kind of depressing. The husband's yet to return, despite Croydon no longer playing a part in the war. He's stubbornly adamant about remaining at his post until the war as a whole is over. Has he no consideration for those worried sick about him? Oh, Adios, bring my stubborn mule of a husband back to us soon. I mean, yeah, that's a little rude. I think at the end of the day, you got more of an obligation to your family at that point, right? When you're not really... What the hell? Did someone just phase into existence over there? Lady Clarice and I happen to be staying at the same hotel, you see. She asked if she knew any merchants who deal in jewelry, so I brought her along to meet Brock. Or Broke. Brock. Brah. The Balrog. She seems to have quite the eye for quality, too. A trade very befitting of a noble. Oh my, so it's a 30-carat Esmella? Simply beautiful. That was such a beautiful jewel be wasted on her necklace, however. Perhaps I could pair it up with a lovely Carnelia. But goodness me, I can hear this Sappho calling my name, too. Somewhere in the dark you can hear cries of agony from Baron Poe's wallet. It's the highest quality of Esmella one could hope for, satisfaction guaranteed. I fear it's close to 2 zeros over your stated budget, however. Oh, that's but a trivial matter. I'm certain Father will do something about it. Well, if you say so. Otherwise we'll end up in a debtor's prison, for life! There seems to have been a dramatic decrease in people celebrating New Year's this year. Granted, I can understand why. Let us pray the New Year will treat us all well. You guys hear the news about Radio Trista? They're going to be broadcasting the battle at Heimdall. Laugh! I might get to see a man die. The question is whether or not the Imperial Army can actually do anything to Duke Kyan and his forces. I mean, the Kyan household's powerful enough to have martial ties to the Imperial family. In that sense, Duke Kyan's basically the noble version of Chancellor Osborne. I really gotta catch this. I certainly hope you've been working on tonight's dishes between all that excitement. Yeah, coming right up. I should probably get back to work now. Hamon threatened to take away my chef title if I keep messing around, but I really want to listen to the radio broadcast. I've been informed that you intend to participate in the battle at Heimdall. Do take care. I say this especially for you, Lord Eustace. Please don't forget that there are those who wish for you to return safely. I'm aware. Worry not, however, I have every intention of returning. Understood. We'll be waiting for you. Oh, it's just there's little scenes like that. Just a little extra dialogue, man. The sauce. It's so good. A new page in the history of Ereboni is being written. We can only hope that it won't detail tragic events. Yeah, about Crow, Duke Kyan, anyone else getting their ass tragically beat. Oh, well done, my good friend. Hear my plight. Theresea's going to Heimdall. This isn't what I had in mind when I told her how to use a gun. Calm yourself, friend. She won't be taking part in the battle itself, will she? But courage just belongs to the Imperial family too, does it not? You should think it an honor. That isn't the issue here. She's well aware that our family doesn't have a high enough status to have a say in how this war should be fought. You must have our reasons. Perhaps you should consider being less overprotective, too. But... you would understand if you had a daughter of your own. Good grief, I do hope he regains the composure soon. Until then, I'll be getting shit-faced drunk. This is all due to that commoner's influence. She's going to get the scolding of her lifetime when she returns. Okay, so we're done here. I can admit the Duke Albrea certainly went too far this time, but that doesn't make it any easier to swallow having Imperial Army troops stationed here. Just how long will this drag on for? Until you shut up. As you might already know, a fierce battle is set to take place near Heimdall. Both sides already have their troops stationed there. I suspect that all of you will be heading there as well. Do take care. You received word of a fierce battle set to take place near Heimdall. As a safety precaution, all flights to the capital have been grounded. We would also highly recommend that all of our customers stay away from the region. But should you have no choice, I recommend exercising extreme caution. I've heard talk of a battle set to take place at Heimdall soon. Apparently it'll be the deciding factor in who wins this war. It's just a shame that people will suffer regardless of the outcome. I can't seem to control my nerves now. We've had far less customers ever since the Duke's arrest, which is how things should have been from the beginning, probably. Feels like the people of Breahard have forgotten that until now. The fact that our economy was thriving in the middle of a civil war really was strange now that I think about it. Looks like we were all too willing to overlook that for the sake of maintaining the status quo. We've had an influx of nobles coming in today to relieve their worries. Of course, they should feel no shame in doing so. Faith unites us all regardless of status. Let us pray together then, for Adios is always with us. Unless you're a non-believer, then you shall burn. Burn! Hey, where are you guys going? It's dangerous outside, so be careful. We will. Make sure to listen to what Annette tells you, understood? Yeah. Lord Eustace said that we should stay in the church for now. There's lots of books here too, so Rabbi's happy. This really is a nice place. It's dangerous outside, so be careful. I've always been too busy looking after Rabbi to go to Sunday school. He's gotten a lot more responsible these days, though, and we can go together someday. Where do you live? Who takes care of you? How do you eat? I've decided to follow Sister Tatiana's example and devote myself to helping others, especially seeing as things are bound to become even harsher for everyone now. Of course, there's not much something someone like me can do, but even then I must try. Perhaps this is what Noblesse Oblige is truly about. Adios, just when you grant us peace. Archbishop of Mom was working well into the night yesterday. He seems to have something on his mind and refuses to speak about anything. I'm concerned about his health as well, seeing as how he's doing this on top of the daily masses. I have to do what I can to lighten his burden. Okay, Lydia. I hear this war's final battle will be taking place in Heimdall. Not only that, but 2 great knights of legend will be involved as well. Only 2. He doesn't know. He lacks critical information. My apologies. Pay me no heed. There is no point in worrying, as we can do nothing to change our fate. Let us offer our prayers instead. I talk to you? Yeah, we did. I already talked to you. It's alright, we're gonna, like I said, it's gonna be a bit of an early end this time. Just because, reasons. Next time, we will continue talking in Breahard, fight another monster. In between videos, I might try and farm up recipes, and we might, or recipe materials. Really, the main thing we need definitely more globby fats. We probably also maybe need a few more white beast fleshes. Maybe rock salt. I think those are the main things that we can't buy that looks like we might need if we want to completely fill out the recipe book. We might do some, probably do some peculiar crafting next time. Get to see some of those lines of dialogue, which might be kind of fun, because we haven't done any yet thus far, but yeah, I'm Extra Cheesy 87. Stay tuned for the next part. And bye, guys.